everybody, and welcome to Freddie Cook's International Soul Food. Today we are having a soul food mukbang. Thank you so much for joining me. If you are here with me today for the very first time, thank you so much. Welcome to the channel. I hope you'll consider subscribing, liking, and even sharing, commenting. If you have been here before, you already know that I love you long time. Today we are having barbecue pig feet, cabbage, crackling cornbread, and I have some sweet pickles here. Before I got started, I saw this challenge. It was no utensils challenge. So I decided, well, I didn't decide, I was actually going to eat with my hands anyway. So girl, y'all right on time. I think this is challenged by Tam's Table, if I'm not mistaken. Shout out to Tam's Table. I hadn't come across the channel before, but now that I have, I'm a new subscriber there. Celebrating 9,000 subscribers, if I'm not mistaken. But before we get started, let's go ahead and say grace, and then we're going to get all the way into it. Lord, thank you for this food that I am about to receive. Let it nourish and strengthen my body for Christ's sake. And I thank you for provision. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. All right. So, like I said, it was already going down. I couldn't wait to eat with my hands anyways. So it's all good. I hope y'all doing well out there. I sure am. I really don't know how much talking I'm going to be able to do, but we'll see. I hope I don't mess up my shirt, but I can already see that happening. Gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't know if y'all can tell, but I'm seriously hungry. And so excited to eat. Although that's nothing new, but I'm so excited to eat. Especially since this is my first and only time I'm eating today. And it is, I think it's got to be about 10:30. Actually, it's got to be like 9:30 at night. Because I didn't even get here till, 11:30 at night. Because I didn't get here till like 10:30, or I didn't get here till 11. It's got to be around 11:30. Yeah, dog, the green's so good. I hadn't even touched the pig feet. Y'all, I really don't know if I'm going to be able to talk. So I'm sorry, but this might be a semi-ASMR. Mm. 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 My gosh. There is something I wanted to share with you all, though. If there happen to be anyone new or anyone who has not watched my channel before, I am, hang on. I do cooking videos and recipes and mukbangs. I also do dinner conversations where I sit down and have like serious conversations, especially about things that are going on in the world today from a spiritual perspective. I also do food reviews, and sometimes I have some random stuff on my video as well. I have some singing, I have some just some miscellaneous stuff, but this is a food channel. But what I wanted to share with you all is for those of you who have watched the news and have heard this, or maybe you haven't watched the news and heard, but they are giving us a very important and serious warning. About food shortages and supply shortages. So, if you have heard, I hope you are taking heed and taking it serious. It's not often that the news is really telling you on time, giving you a real warning, timely, but they're letting you know what's coming. And this is something I've been talking about on my channel for quite some time now. Because as I've said before, I do speak from a spiritual perspective. Of what we're seeing right now. That's happening and that is about to happen. And I ask you, whoever you are, whether you've been here before or not, I'm asking you, please, please, pretty please, go back on my channel. And actually, I'm going to put the link in the description below and watch the Babylon is Falling video. Because these are the things that I've been talking about. And I'm going to do a part 2 to that video, but I want to make sure you all see part 1 if you're interested. And you should be interested, not just because I'm doing the video, not just because it's me, but because there are certain things that if we are not awake and paying attention, and when I say awake, I don't mean this woke stuff that's going on now in the world. I mean seriously awakened with spiritual eyes, because, you know, we come on YouTube and we have fun collaborating and doing videos and eating, which everybody loves to eat, especially me. And we like to have fun and keep it light. But We can't turn a blind eye to what's really happening. We need to be prepared. That's what I'm sharing, things like that on my channel. What's happening so that we can be prepared and know what's really going on, because I'm not going to rehash everything that I've been talking about. I would encourage you to watch my dinner conversations, but we are in a new age. We have entered a completely new age. And many of us are expecting things to go back the way they were, but they're just really, they're not. The news has even said this before, that since this pandemic, we're in a new normal, and they mean it. It is a new normal, but the things that we're about to see are not normal at all. I didn't really come on here to talk about all of that right now, but I really just wanted to share with you all that I am posting a part 2 to the Babylon is Falling video, but I really hope you would watch part 1 of and part 1 I'm talking about what Babylon is from a spiritual perspective, coming from Revelations. I want to say it's Revelation 18. I think it's Revelation 18, 19, 18 and 19, something like that. But something else I was going to say before I take a big bite of this pig foot, just give you a suggestion. Everybody grown, and grown folks do what grown folks want to do. I understand that. But if I may share and suggest, Christmas is coming up. We all know. We want to buy things for our loved ones. We want to go out and go shopping. The news has also said that if you plan to get Christmas gifts, you might want to go ahead and get them. The news. I'll link references and clips all in just see the description. I'm going to add resources not resources, but sources there. And I also include the Babylon is Falling video. The news has already said if you plan to get Christmas gifts, it might be a good idea to go ahead and get them. Now, why are they saying that? For all of you who don't know, there are ships of goods out on the coast with all types of food and supplies that has been out there for some weeks, even months, that cannot get to the store. So if you have seen empty shelves in the stores, I know you've seen it because I've seen it. Everybody I talk to have witnessed it. That is not going to be something that, well, I'll just say this, it's going to be something that we're going to have to get used to. So you might also not only want to get Christmas presents, and if you do buy if you just have to buy Christmas presents, please, word from the wise to the hopefully you'll be wise, and don't spend all your money on Christmas presents. I would put some of that money, most of that money, into buying goods and supplies to make sure you are stocked, especially with water and especially with tissue. Before it gets crazy and completely empty, you might want to go ahead and stock yourself up. And this is nothing to scare anyone. This is to prepare. And if you are not prepared, and you listening to me right now, that's going to be your own fault because you're listening to it, but think I want some more greens. Okay, that's my sermon for the day. But please take heed to what I'm saying, and please listen to what I'm saying. You're going to need water and you're going to need tissue. You're going to need food as well. There's no need of having a whole bunch of tissue if you don't have enough food to poop out, to wipe yourself. I was just going to say in part 2 of that video of Babylon is Fallen that I'm going to be sharing really soon after this goes up, is going to be talking about some other things that we can expect from the fall of Babylon. But again, if you don't know what Babylon is, never heard of it, first of all, I would suggest to first read the scriptures. And I know there may be many of us on here that don't have the same beliefs. We talked a lot about that in my dinner conversations as well. Don't matter. Don't matter what you believe and how you believe. But what you will see is the fall of Babylon. You'll see it whether you believe it or not, because it's happening now. You can see people are quitting jobs left and right. And you have the media and politicians saying that people were lazy because they were getting the unemployment check. So people didn't want to go back to work. One politician, I can't think of his name. One guy actually said that people were lazy and didn't want to work. Now that the unemployment checks have basically run out, people are still quitting their jobs in the thousands, or is it millions? Millions. They're calling it the Great Resignation. But what's really happening is people are evaluating their lives and thinking about what's most important to them, and realizing while they were at home, those who've had time to think, that if they're unhappy with their jobs, people realize their family comes first, and even their happiness comes first. So more people are looking for other jobs. And the people who felt stuck, like they're in a dead-end job, basically just took a leap of faith and quit. But there's so many ways to make money these days. You have so many people, a lot of people are doing like the YouTube and TikTok and making money online. And now you have jobs that's willing to pay more, especially like the food service jobs. I can't even believe some of the signs. They're paying some food service jobs like fast food $10 to $15 or even more an hour. But I remember once upon a time, not so long ago, it was like actually 2014. I worked at McDonald's for a little while because I had some things I needed to work out. Although I said I would never work at McDonald's. But in that time, it was feasible. It was walking distance from where I was. I needed a new car. I had a ship coming in, but it hadn't come in yet. So I had to do what I had to do. And I was making $7.50 an hour. The manager was saying how good of a job I was doing and woo, woo, woo. And that's because on every job I like to do a good job because my work represents me. And I love food and I love serving people. So really the job was, I really enjoyed working at McDonald's, to be honest with you. I didn't enjoy some of the like shift leaders and some of the management. That's the only thing that makes it, Long story short, what I'm getting at is, they were saying how good I was of a worker, so I asked for a raise. They gave me a 25-cent raise. Okay. $7.25 an hour as a grill cook at McDonald's in 2014. And now, I see signs for $10 and $15 and $17 an hour because they don't have anybody who wants to work. I'm not saying who wants to work. They don't have anybody. They don't have any workers. They're short-staffed for whatever reason that I'm sure is legitimate based on people who knows, you know, what's going on in their life and how their life is set up. That ain't my business. That ain't really nobody else's business. But they're short-staffed, so they are offering more, a lot more money compared to the minimum wage and the amount that they were paying people. So I'm thinking, if you can pay people now because you really, 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 really need them, why were you paying people so much lower, even when there's been so much? I'm sure everybody working at those places, like fast food restaurants, first of all, deserve a raise because it's not easy work. But if they could pay people that now, they could have been paying people that. So people are not willing to be slaves anymore is what's really happening. And now the top people or the CEOs or the owners, especially of big corporations. Now, mom and pop stores, I understand they can only pay so much. Small businesses, I only understand they can only pay so much. And, you know, that is what it is. If you choose to work there, that's your negotiation with them. But there are large corporations that's making billions of dollars a year, where the CEOs and owners are making millions and billions of dollars. And they're able to make so much money because all the good money goes to the top. You got the people on the ground doing all the hard work, barely paying them. So I said all that to say the economy is changing. But at the end of the day, it's not for the better. Let's just keep it real. If you don't know what the New World Order is, or if you've never believed it, you might want to do some research on your spare time. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Oh my gosh. Thank you for listening. So, if you are still here after the 20-minute mark, I don't think I'm going to cut any of this out. Right now I got 26 minutes in. If you're still here right now with me and you've enjoyed this dinner conversation, which really wasn't planned to be a dinner conversation, but it actually ended up being a dinner conversation. I mean, I always talk, but I didn't really mean to go that deep. I don't know if that was deep or not, but anyways, if you've enjoyed this video, if you'd like to see more dinner conversations, mukbangs, restaurant food reviews, I might even break out in song every now and then. Please subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up. Like this video. And comment. Tell me all the wonderful things you love about me. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm not kidding about commenting. Definitely I would like for you to comment and say hello. Let me know that you're here. And if you have a channel, let me know. I'll subscribe back. And I'll holler back. Speaking of holler back, I'm done, so holler back. Thank you so much for watching me here at Freddie Cook's International Soul Food. Cheers. Until next time. Oh, this orange juice is good too. Simply Orange makes the best orange juice in the world, especially the hypo. I'm actually done, by the way, if you're still here. So you can watch me drink my orange juice, but that's a wrap, as you can see. Thank you for watching me.